Texas Education Commissioner Mike Morath gave a very positive outlook on public schools to Dallas business leaders. Morath promoted two key parts of school finance reform passed by state lawmakers, including one component that did not receive much publicity. Fox 4's Lori Brown is live in Dallas with the story. Lori.
Heather, HB 3 is so big that a lot of school districts are still learning a lot about it. In addition to a provision that would allow school districts to reward their most highly effective teachers with six-figure salaries, there is another provision that would allow school districts to add 30 days on to the school calendar.
One of the most transformational pieces of legislation affecting public education that I have ever seen in my life as a nerd focused on ed policy.
Texas Education Commissioner Mike Morath says HB 3 will allow school districts to replicate what Dallas ISD is already doing, incentivize the best teachers to work in the neediest schools.
What they do in Dallas is fundamentally different. Because in Dallas, within 9 years, you can make $90,000 a year if you're killing it. It's not easy. It's not easy to be that high performing. But when you think about the message that this sends to existing employees, that if you are working your tail off to help your kids grow, and a colleague is leaving every day at 3, you're no longer going to get the same raise.
Morath also highlighted a lesser-known aspect of HB 3.
We have also known since the 1970s that kids, when they leave our schools in the summer, especially low-income kids, it's like part of their brain gets sucked right out of their body. They come back, the teachers start the school year, and like the first month you have to cover all the things you taught the last year. And if we've known this since the 1970s, why do we still have a calendar that is based on the 1890s?
HB 3 would allow districts to add 30 days to the school calendar.
And every high-performing country has already figured this out. They have a different summer calendar. They have a different calendar during the school day. They give their kids 2 recesses every single day in elementary school. And again, I don't know if y'all have little kids, but they got to work out the wiggles.
DISD Superintendent Dr. Michael Hinojosa says he's working right now to put together what he calls the coalition of the willing.
I'm hoping I can get 2 or 3 campuses that have the readiness to go for it, because you get more money and you still cover the same amount of minutes, but now you can have a lot more enrichment during the day. But the downside is you go to school 30 days longer.
Dr. Hinojosa says that HB 3 does do a lot of good for Texas schools, but he does hope that the state will continue to be able to fund it year after year. He says that the governor has assured him that it is sustainable.